मैं बता दूं उस स्टार्ट
Oh, it
Oh,
says
it's
the
स्टार्ट
stream is
really
now only live. We are live now. It says live 009 008. कुछ अभी आई कि हम live
Yeah.
पर है.
Yeah,
oh
now we
it's
are
going
live
live,
now. Yeah, we are
it's
live.
going live.
Yeah,
Hi all.
live. Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank
You
you.
can start.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Start now,
I
start
would
now.
like to exchange my warm wishes on this warm evening of 15th January. To all our viewers, I wish a prosperous year ahead. First of all, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Anuji for giving me this golden opportunity to host this meeting. Welcome all to the 38th meet of Poesy Tale. Poesy Tale is a wonderful platform where you will feel like a home. It's the next family to me. So, since it is a poetry recital program, so I should say few lines about poetry. Poetry for me is the refuge where an anguished soul finds solace. I write poems to heal my unseen wounds, the only way to unleash years of pain. Poetry is a form of literary art that uses aesthetic and often rhythmic qualities of language to evoke meanings in addition to or in place of literal or surface level meaning. According to Emily Dickinson, if I read a book and it makes my body so cold, no fire ever can warm me, I know that is poetry. And everyone knows this quote that poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feeling. So without wasting your time, let's start. I would like to introduce all the stalwarts of poetry, Sumadutta ji, Saraswati ji, Rupali ji, Nabya ji, and I think Parul Jain ji is absent. So let me continue with your bios. Poetess Saraswati Poswal is a multilingual writer in English, Hindi, and Punjabi. She writes on many literary websites on love, life, nature, and society. She has written more than 3,000 poems. She has had a penchant for writing since childhood, and she is now writing for various literary websites. She has contributed her poems to more than 200 anthologies, national and international platforms. She has received various national and international awards, and her first book as an author was named Musing Towers in 2016. This was launched in Bhubaneswar by Anand Neil Likhitan, author of Gajgamini. She has done this anthology Placid of Sanguine as an editor and Fables Extra of Feelings, collection of poems from 100 writers, and recently she has done Symphony of Peace, collecting poets around the world as an editor. In February 2023, this peace anthology was launched. She is running a platform named Sargam for literary interactions for the recognition of eminent poets around the world. The next prolific writer is Somadatta Mitraji. Somadatta Mitra is a resident of Howrah, West Bengal, and promulgating art and literature through her endeavor. A postgraduate in English literature from Delhi University, she is published. She is a published writer, painter, orator, a peace ambassador, and an entrepreneur. She feels serene while writing about humanity, social injustice, friendship, nature, global peace, great poets and novelists, women empowerment, even gender equality. From the past 20 years, she has been teaching creative writing and English to help children think about a beautiful world through poetry. She has recently published her debut solo book, The Spectrum of Emotions, published by Writers World Publication. She is a co-author in more than 1,500 anthologies. She has accomplished in a few world records in poetry writing, which has given her more opportunities to beautify the spectrum of her emotions. She is featured in several national, international magazines and interviewed for her innovative research work in writing. At present, she is an admin and a jury in many literary groups. Next is our Navya. She is an extrovert by heart, an introvert by circumstances. Founder of more than five writing communities, she has published three of her solo books titled Poem from the Countryside, Navru's Paradise of Poems, Sadie Truths of Society. You can find her inspired poetry of Navru. Then it's time to say the bio of Rupali Gorilale. She is the admin of this group also. She is a Mumbai-based poet and writer. Last month, her debut poetry book collection titled Calms and Balms released worldwide on Amazon, Kindle, Kindle Unlimited, even spoke as a paperback and as an ebook. She believes that poetry is the calm and balm of her life. She loves to write in different poetic forms. She also loves to express herself by writing short stories and essays. Her work is published in national and international anthologies and online magazines. She likes to recite poetry, which motivates her to record some of her work as a spoken word poetry. Some of her work can be read on Instagram at the rate Rupali D. Gore. Our next writer, Parul Jain, is not here. I'll only place her bios. She is not here. I think she will be joining later. Okay? Parul Jain is a proud homemaker and writing stories and poems as a co-author in many anthologies. Her work has been appreciated by certificates and medals too. And she published various ebooks which are available on various online platforms. Writing is her passion and source to express herself on a piece of paper by weaving words beautifully. So, all the bios are complete. I would like to request Saraswati ma'am for her poetry rendition.
Good morning, good evening, namaskar, satikal, adab, salam. Thank you so much, Sudipta Mishra, for presenting such a lovely bio of everyone and feeling so delighted to be here. Very nice to hear about everyone. Such a lovely presentation. And thank you so much to the founder, Anupama ma'am, as well as Rupali and everyone. My all the co-poets. Welcome everyone. So let me start with one of my themed poem today as it was supposed to be. First
Yes.
one, the themed poem is No Resolution on New Year. No resolution. New Year has begun. New Year has begun with the zeal of happiness and accepting sorrows of past, reminiscing my heart, floating down in the stream of time. Another year passed with to weave new dreams, knitting my broken soul, making some new goals. To attain contemplation, another new year has begun. To welcome the new sunshine, more wonders, to accept miracles, adorable nights, healing souls, whispering for little, soothing light, hoping for best, and wishing everyone for peaceful journey. May we all get enlightened with the fathomable, selfless love to unite. Thank you so much. This was my first piece. Hope you like it. Thank you.
Thank you, Saraswati ma'am. Anyone who
Thank
would
you.
like to express their reviews?
Yeah, it's the words. It was really beautiful, and some lines really touched, especially knitting my broken soul. It somewhere touched me a lot as you were
Thank you.
reciting it. Yes,
Yeah.
a very
Thank you so
touching
much.
poem. Yes.
Thank you so
I
much.
could
Really
Simple.
I
soothing
could
poem.
entwine myself with the lyrics of the poem because
Thank you.
it was connecting to my emotions. New Year is very, very welcoming for all of us. So are the
Mm,
lines of Saraswati Poswal, ma'am. So very,
thank you
very
so much.
beautiful poem, ma'am.
Thank you. It may enlighten everyone the new year without any resolution. Thank you so much.
Really, the poetess has wonderfully webbed the poems. She's all set to rejoice this year, like other years, with spirits high. And next, I would like to invite Soma Dattaji on platform. Soma Dattaji, may I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Kindly
Thank
recite your
you
poem.
so much,
Theme
Sudipta,
best.
for giving us such a wonderful, welcome through the bios that you've just related, and gives us a sense of belonging to this wonderful platform. Uh, Over the opportunity that I get today to perform on this beautiful platform of Poesy Tales, I want to thank the venerable founder Anupama Kadwarji for giving me this opportunity with an invitation, and also my deep respect and veneration to all the esteemed admin team of this group who always support and encourage us to really bring forth our expressions through our poetry. So, over the theme on New Year, my first presentation is with the title Buckling My Memories in 2024. The fathomless spirits that initiated several endeavors to dance like a peacock with beautiful feathers. Year 2024 took me to a palindrome of words. Emotions floated to pester in whispers. Like cavalcades in a procession, my desires charmed my sensations, uplifting my aspirations and failing each time to succeed. I realized that consistent perseverance might just be my treat. Failures have become my strength today. As I glide the staircases with each attempt as a gateway, I firmly believe that peace is more powerful than achievements. Living in peace, spreading love is priceless today. Yet, it is so rare to procure. My mind needs freedom from the bafflement and apprehensions. With each passing day, I explored the realities with diligence. To value love of others and appreciating beauty, raising our confidence. What we didn't obtain this year might be attained in 2025 later. But the love we lose today from others cannot be retrieved by any chance. That trust that is broken today can never be recouped straight away. So the best conscience is love life and love humanity in 2025 with the hope that after death only memories will live, where the good behavior and kind acts will speak volumes of a golden heart. May this new year bring innumerable good times to enjoy. May health, prosperity, and aspirations of all increase the joy. Let everyone brighten the days with a sweet smile, increasing tolerance and understanding towards others that are worthwhile. In the midst of all the excitement, when a new year arrives, the fervid desire to explore our inner beauty must be our daily reminders. We must learn to live life happily, comforting others and bothering to care. The freedom comes of self conscience to let others live happily and fulfill whatever we want to dream. Let 2025 be a special year ahead. Let us cultivate smiles in abundance, fertilizing the mind with optimism and good thoughts. I thank here my co participants, who, my fellow poets here who are present here in this evening, for supporting me and encouraging me to hear me, and also many, many thanks to the audience who have been patiently hearing me today over this evening. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening.
Samantha thank you so much. Your poem is such a positive poem. It is a note of positivism. This is a journey from failures to success to resilience also. A learning from the writer, a message from the writer to the audience, and this is also giving a message that live and let live.
Yes, that's
And
true.
anybody who wants to
So
express their
much.
views,
Yeah, it is. First of all, uh, it's a beautiful poem with lots of emotions attached to it, and somewhere, Somdatta ji, what another aspect I felt you want to convey through the poem is that relationships, love, and our feelings are, they are also of utmost importance, and we should listen to that part also. And the way you have penned it, of course, it's beautiful, very nice.
Thank you so much, Rupalji, for a wonderful explanation and
As the
response.
charming,
thank you
bubbly
Rupali
you
ji,
are,
Samantha ji.
your verses are also charming and bubbly like you, and wonderful poem. By mistake, I was kicked out from the meeting. Then last verses I could not hear, but it was fantastic as always. I'm fan of your
Thank you.
poetry.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Lovely,
Saraswati
lovely. Keep
ma'am,
writing, keep
for
shining,
always encouraging me. And today
keep
also.
shining,
Thank
keep
you, my dear
writing.
ladies. And now I would like to invite Nabya ji for reciting her poem.
Thank
It
you,
is a
mom.
theme-based poem.
Yeah. Thank you, mom, for the warm welcome. So, since it's a new year, my first piece would be on the new year. The title is I Don't Make the Resolutions, I'm the One. Yet another year has passed, and we have welcomed 2025 with positive vibes. But we are sticking to the resolutions we made last year. But are we sticking to the resolutions we made last year? No, right? Then why do we make these resolutions when we can't keep them or follow them? Why do we have to waste our time on taking a resolution when we know that we're not gonna follow it? That's too foolish of us, right? I don't make the resolutions. I am the one. This year, I just want a happy heart, a mind full of peace, and a good physical and mental health and prosperity. Hopefully, this year, I'm not at loggerheads with my past. Hopefully, this year, I will heal from all the hurt the past year has bestowed me with. I just want to be a girl whose life is all settled, not someone who's confused about career paths or anything else. Hope this year gives me the much needed clarity that I'm seeking for a long time. I don't make resolutions, I am the one. Thank you.
Wow, such a nice poem. This
Thank
poem
you.
is a lesson for every person.
Thank you so
Actually,
much.
the poet has such undergone a mixed feeling of sweet, bitter memories.
Thank you.
Let everyone, other poets, share their views.
Sure, sure.
Being speechless,
It's a
wonderful poetry.
divergence of the reality of the truth that
Mhm.
the poetess has really been inheriting it inside her, and she has vociferated today through her work. And that is a, reality, revelation of a reality inside her. Very, very, resonating, very much resonating there.
Thank you.
Wonderful poetry.
Thanks a lot.
Wonderful, praiseworthy as the things you have
Thank you.
told about that we should not take any resolution. We should be doing the things as we want to. They should be the resolution should be inner side, like we should be in the positive way. So I take it up in the positive way without thinking I have to take the resolution and all, but I have to do my thing of my own with the whole heart everywhere should be there. Thank you so much. Wonderful.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
your
ma'am.
work. Very
Means a
nice
lot.
poetry. Keep writing.
Means a lot.
And it's a very practical kind of thoughts have been practically you have spoken through your words. And secondly, being you also being realistic, and I felt it's a lot like journaling. This, apart from being a poem, it's like how we write our mind in our diary, what our thoughts are. So that you have poured in the poem, very well done.
So thank you,
Thank you.
Nabyaji. Now I would like to invite our eminent poetess, Rupali ji. Kindly recite your poem.
Thank you, Sudipta ji. Now today, this actually before I recite this poem, I would like to thank Sudipta ji for coming up with this concept of theme for the first round. And Sabashi told us to write something about the new year, or the celebrations or something like that, or the resolutions. So thank you, Sudipta ji. And I also would like to thank the founder of Poesy Tales, Anupama ji, for giving us a platform to recite our poems today, and also the entire admin team for being encouraging always. Now, the title of the poem is Goodbye 2024, Welcome 2025. The bells chime, the words rhyme. Time doesn't care a dime. Time races and paces like a veteran warrior. The easygoing folks pray for a serene savior. 2024 fades into oblivion. It is thrown out of the pavilion like a sixer of a 2020 cricket match. 2025 parades into the limelight. The disco lights and the sunlight welcome the new year. The claps and snaps collide and converge. A translucent collage emerges energetically. The horizon cheers. The horizon cheers and awaits with bated breath a spectacle of the new year. The resolutions make merry in the diaries. The resolutions make merry in the diaries. Some people are submerged in parties. Some people are submerged in parties. Soon, the sun soaks the earth in a sieve of light. Efforts find some ground. The champagne and celebration exit. Goodbye, dear 2024. Welcome the new year. 2025 has arrived on earth. Thank you.
Thank you, Rupali ji. Such an excellent poem with rhyming words, and it has the excellent rhythm pattern also. A realistic tone is depicted here. A spark of bright rage are ushering from this poem, I think. And
Mhm.
a Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you, Sudipta ji.
Anybody else wants to say their views? Saraswati
Lovely
ji from
welcome.
Aditya ji.
Lovely welcome of me here with the champagne and all. Who doesn't want to have a
Uh,
champagne? How will he or enjoy? Let's have it. Anyhow, it was lovely. Enjoyed. Very nice.
Yeah.
Lovely. He's keeping him
Thank you.
loving. Welcome.
Thank
I
you,
have
ma'am.
Warm
few
welcome.
mentions here over this beautiful poem of Rupaliji. That
Mhm.
is a translucent collage that emerges energetically has been deleted, and the horizon cheers and awaits with bated breath. So these are the two aspects which has been given the personification of the merriment and the welcoming of the new year. So this is really very, very heart touching and emotional from the perspective of the poetess. And this really goes very well with the theme. And I compliment her for
Yeah,
bringing up the
welcome.
theme
Warm
to our poem.
welcome.
Yeah.
Too good, too good.
excellent.
Thank you.
Too good.
Now we'll proceed with our round one, and I would like to invite Sudipta Mishra ji, for reciting her poem. But before that, I would like to give a brief introduction of her. Sudipta Mishra ji is a multifaceted artist and dancer. She has woven more than 100 books. Her third book, The Essence of Life, is credited with Amazon's bestseller, and her next book, The Songs of My Heart, is scaling newer heights of glory. She garnered numerous accolades from international literary organizations like the famous Rabindranath Tagore Memorial, Mahadevi Verma Sahitya Shiromani Award, Powerful Women Award, and so on. She regularly pens articles in newspaper as a strong female voice against gender discrimination, global warming, domestic violence against women, etc. She is pursuing a PhD in English. So welcome Sudipta ji.
Thank you, Rupali ji. Such a nice bio you have read, man. So, the poem is Year's End. As the wing of the new year begins to spread everywhere, I start to sleep with dreams of fresh desires. The wintry night is adorned with hues of snow. With the last phase of the remaining year, I calmly count the memories saved in the chest of time. While burying the scenes of yesteryear, I burn the secrets between me and 2024. I firmly stand to hold the resolution. The falling leaves of a dying tree signal the arrival of a new season. Like an artist in a spell, I try to rewind the moments of my loved ones. So many years passed away with memorable sojourns in the womb of eternity. So many stories became history. Let the curtain of the last act fall into the deep night of this season. Let us pause before we step into a world of new goals. In the myriad shades of last year, I am not going to count the loss and gains of life like the ebb and flow. One must accept, rise and fall. For shining bright in the new year's sun, I will no more mourn for the things unknown. With the new year's bells, I wish the loved ones far and near a happy new year. It's over. Thank you, everyone.
That that
So
that was
beautiful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Speechless. You made us speechless. Yeah. Yeah. You made us think nostalgic thoughts started coming. What happened whole year passed in a few, in your all lines. Like, I've been nostalgic. What happened whole 24, what happened, what I did, and so many things just simply soothingly passed away and gave the new thoughts for the new year. Very nice. Lovely presentation. That's only
Thank
the
you,
work.
Saraswati.
Thank you. Thank you. Lovely piece.
The
yeah,
poem is
Somdatta
very
ji. Yeah,
tender. Yeah, the poem is very
yeah.
tender, delicate. It is very
Mm,
soothing. And
mm,
the expression which Surita ji was relating to the
mm,
words while she was
mm,
reciting, it really touched me. It evoked a sense of, a merriment. It evoked a sense of optimism in
mm,
me that, we are welcoming the new year. As the dawn passes, the new sunlight will really generate a lot of passion for new resolutions, for new smiles, for new optimism. So that was the spirit in her poetry. Wonderful.
mm. And Sudipta ji, what I liked about the poem is one important, I feel, important aspect is that there's a beautiful flow in your words. There is a sense of continuity, and the way you recite also, as Somdatta ji has said, no, it's very soothing to the ears. And another aspect of the poem which I liked is that you also talked about pausing a while, and not just be carried away by the there is always lots of movement and lots of energy when the new year begins, but before the new year ends and during that time also, especially, like you can call it the cusp, you talk of pausing a while, and as and being nostalgic, and also being positive and hopeful for the new year.
Thank
Beautifully
you,
you.
Samadhi ji, Saraswati ji, Navya ji, Rupali ji. I'm really flattered. So let's begin the second round. Saraswati ji, kindly recite your poem.
Thank you once again, Sudipta dear. Thank you so much, Anupama ma'am. Thank you everyone for praising my previous poem. Hope you liked another piece also. Simply, it's a simple poem on the street children. The title of the poem is
Yes.
Street Children. They too have a right to get the smile and worthy things for life. Streets are not their home. They too deserve early to bed and early to rise for life. Why are their eyes filled with the quench of thirst and hunger every time? Street holders are their light for life. Why can we all, with our together working for them, cannot make their future bright? And why not fighting for their right, their small hands, working for food which is not right? Nourishment is birth right of every child. Nourishment is birthright of every child. Footpaths are for walking. They should no longer more be their sleeping beds and learning lamp for night. They are children not born to render on streets. Before these tender heart bleed and compromised for doing some unwanted deeds. Before these tender hearts bleed and compromise for doing some unwanted deeds, should be served with love and worthy right of things. Before these tender hearts bleed and compromise for doing some unwanted deeds, should be served with love and worthy rights of things. Every government and mass of people and country can pick them from streets and help them for equal rights indeed. No country can make a future. No country can make a future unless children living and dying of hunger on streets. No country can make a future unless the children living and dying of hunger on streets. That's the end of my second piece. Hope you like children, street children.
Excellent, ma'am. Excellent, ma'am. Thank you for bringing out such a delicate and sensitive issue on this platform. You have rendered a social message through street children. We all should be aware of the rights of these abandoned ones. Government is equally responsible for their rehabilitation also. Use round
Still,
of applause for Saraswati ma'am.
thank you so much. Watching these
Next,
rag
I would
pickers
like to
and all.
invite.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Next, I would like to
watching
invite. Yes,
these
ma'am.
rag pickers inspired me for writing this small
Yes.
piece, and it was awarded poem. So I thought to present here. Watching these children walking on the streets and picking up rags, they like they get addicted to other things also. That's why
Yes.
it made me to write this. Huh? How can we help them? Okay, thank you. We should
Such
take
an
an
empowering
initiative.
poem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We shall proceed with Samadata ji. It is a non-theme based round, so please recite your poem.
Yes. Thank you, Sudipta ji, again for this opportunity and invitation. Uh, we all need a platform to share our expressions and emotions through our poetry. And without these opportunities, poets uh, hardly get to really evoke their passion. So, a platform is very, very relevant in the sense that we get an opportunity to, present our pieces here. So, over this, uh, beautiful opportunity that Anupama ji always, delivers us, invites us, encourages us, is a matter of real affection and care for all of us poets here. And the fact that what unites us today is poetry. So, relating it to poetry, my next piece, which is non-themed, is given with is embellished with the title "An Ode to Poetry." The title is "An Ode to Poetry." Your glory has been celebrated worldwide with innate enthusiasm and pride. You have given a true meaning to the life of poets. To the readers, you have been a blessing that aggrandizes. Your magic changes perspectives of life. A poet is deeply engrossed in imaginations to flight. With you, nobody can be melancholic or miserable because you teach how best to fly. You gift us, and with adequate power to express, you determine the time to unleash the hidden pain which are horrendous. While we write every single subject to relate justice or injustices, you hold us tight to never be confident over courage and practices. Whatever is genuine and credence magnetism, your existence in life empowers us to create a paradise and naturalism. You are the tower of confidence who soothes the loner. You are the magic wand who transforms minds from misery to spirituality. With the bifurcation of different languages to study, your existence has always been inherited by poets in a legacy. True words that coronate your divine charisma are folded inside the books with a rose to remember, with an aroma. From time immemorial, poets and readers have worshipped you. Enthusiasts have bowed down to reminiscence, the pain and melancholy. Through you, like a river flowing gently with its ripples, life has been consistent with moments to celebrate philosophies. You are divine, a peace messenger for me. You construct relations through your melodies. Under your shadow, we define our existence. Holding a book where you connect to us, we enjoy bliss through our self created verses. You are a lantern that show light to the world. You absorb the sorrows to gift us smiles in a reflection. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for patiently listening to this piece. And once again, this is a pleasure being here among all the luminaries. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Samadhi. Actually, you have celebrated the glory of poetry with rich imagery
Excellent.
and profound thoughts. Rupaliji, would you like to say anything
Yeah,
regarding the
you can
poem?
continue. You were saying, you were elaborating, ma'am. Right? You can continue. Afterwards, we'll say.
No, no, please you proceed.
Somdatta ma'am, first of all, I would like to say that the way you recite and the voice modulations you bring in, it adds more effect also, and it's always a pleasure to listen to your renditions. And it's an excellent poem, beautifully penned as usual.
Thank you so much, Sudipta ji and Rupali ji. This is
Super.
really, really precious to me. I will treasure your, appreciations and acknowledgements. This comes as a motivation to me. Thank you.
Very precious piece and keep writing and shining once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Very brilliant, excellent
Thank you,
poem.
Samadhi
No
ma'am.
one. Yeah, thank you.
I always observe that Samadhi ma'am has a very commanding voice, and with an empowering tone, she always narrates her poem. It's so wonderful. Thank you. Next, I would like to invite Nabya ji
Yes, yes,
for reciting her poem, To Be or Not to Be, I suppose.
To love or not to love.
Okay.
Yeah. It's inspired by to be or not to be, actually. Uh,
I guess that, huh?
yeah, but I'm not
Please recite.
Shakespeare. I can never come to
Oh,
that level
you
of
can be. You can be also.
I'll try, but like I don't know if I can. Uh, so
Please.
the title is To Love or Not to Love. To love or not to love? That's the question I want to ask myself. At first, everything would seem rosy when you're in love. But later on, things would get weirder. Calls would get less frequent, messages would be lesser than it was. Your idea of what you need in a relationship would change with time. But what keeps you going in this relationship might be trust. So hold on to the trust and just see if you really want to be with this person or not. If somewhere you see that this relationship gets you nowhere, take the chance of taking a break from them. By taking a chance, I mean, by taking a break from them, I meant breakup, of course. Because no one wants to be invested in a relationship that doesn't fetch you anything, right? If there's care, trust and love in a relationship, then that relationship will withstand. If there's no love, trust, or care, the relationship is bound to break or crack. And it's okay if your relationship doesn't work out when you have tried to give it your best. Allow things to settle and sink in. Allow yourself to heal from a bad relationship. Don't take it too fast to get into a new one.
Very
Yeah.
emotional piece. Very emotional.
Excellent, excellent.
Emotionally, you have blackmailed us, है ना? In your verses. Very nice, beautiful poem.
Thank you so
Very nice
much.
verses.
Care,
It's more
trust,
of
and
just
love.
personal
These are the three
experiences which
precious
I
things
had
in life,
with what.
which has
You
been
should.
really embedded in our
Very
poetry.
nice.
So
You
wonderfully, drawn and so wonderfully driven.
Thank you. Means a lot.
Thank you, Nabeji. Actually, you have written this poem on the Shakespearean famous line. I was confusing at that time. To be or not to be, to love or not to love. You have
Yes.
explained the challenging paths of love, where trust is the fuel that keeps the love burning.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now I would like to invite Rupali ma'am on this elegant platform to recite her poem, Non-Themed Best.
Thank you, Sudipta ji. It's second for the second round. I'll be reciting a ghazal which I have written, and it
Gajal.
was yeah, and it was written of this Your Quotes app. They had this uh, some scientific fiction, science fiction. It had to have some part. So this poem is somewhere you will find some things related to that, but I have tried to merge it with our with human feelings, and so you can. I'll just recite. So I would like to know your opinion about it.
Yes, yes.
It's yeah. It's titled "In the Map of My Heart." A world away from home finds a place in the map of my heart. A fog takes me to solace in the map of my heart. History throws destruction across destinations. History throws destruction across destinations. A desert rose persists with grace in the map of my heart. Memories fade. Memories fade like the written word of a wet paper. Transparency tries in vain to race in the map of my heart. Curiosity leads to travel to mystique. Rockets head to space in the map of my heart. Rockets blaze like cigars in the lungs. Scanning decodes a sad face in the map of my heart. A potion arrives from the center of the earth. A potion arrives from the center of the earth. It heals with an embrace. It heals with an embrace in the map of my heart. That's it.
Excellent, Dipaliji. When I was writing the review of that poem, I thought I should say this is scientifically designed. And now you have also admitted that. At the time, I
Right.
was also thinking, whether scientifically it is written. Now I am saying the review that she has written a ghazal which has a fixed number of verses, and the lyrical piece it narrates the delicate feelings of the writer. Sometimes we are away from our homeland, but our heart becomes a map with the zigzag memories and keeps the emotion intact. Maybe the writer is accepting my reviews or not, I don't know. But while writing this review, I thought that some of words are really designed scientifically.
Yes, right. Thank you for the beautiful feedback and review, ma'am.
Thank you. And Abhyaji, would you like to say something about Rupaliji?
Uh, Thank you for the opportunity, ma'am. Had an
Yes, yes.
amazing time with you all. Your pieces are amazing, and I love listening to your pieces. Keep performing more and more. I would love to host with you someday. I host open mics as well.
Surely we'll keep that in mind, Navya ji.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Now we proceed with our round two, and with great joy, I would like to invite Sudipta ji for to recite her poem. And Sudipta ma'am, it's excellent hosting by you. Thank you for hosting this open mic.
Thank you. It is up to you. I am doing my duties. Thank you. 2 days back, I lost my best friend due to uterus cancer. So awareness should be made regarding cancer also. And I have written a poem like an obituary for her death. The poem goes like this: Death. Oh, death, sometimes you annoy me, cause of various reasons. The nightmares, so many deserted images, crackling up bones, a sheet of darkness covers my dreams. Your face resembles the foggy morning. I try to get myself free from this cycle. Then I realize, oh gentle death, you are here, only to release me from the clutches of the stranger's island. Be it then, come and embrace me like the wings of angels who spread them from paradise. Now I imagine a fairy, a divine beauty, sitting near my deathbed, singing the hymns. An eternal harmony covers the entire land with her magical wand. She surprises me alone. The white stairs from heaven alight on the branches of ignorance. Slowly her arms get me in. For long years I was longing for this. This is a short poem. Thank you for listening to me, everyone.
Okay. Very melancholy, so painful.
It's a very heartfelt and heart wrenching actually. For you, it must have been very difficult losing someone very close to you,
Yes, he was
best
so
friend.
close to me.
Yes, yes. And I think when we give vent to our feelings through words somewhere, of course the void cannot be filled, but somewhere the feelings find their their way onto the paper. It's a
It's
beautiful,
like a
beautifully
healing,
penned.
ma'am. Hmm.
Yes, yes, true.
Pain can be felt with the words. Your verses are telling the pain and all. The person who is suffering, the other, you're in friendship or you're in any relation, you know that they can feel that pain of separation. That makes very. I can understand the feeling. That's
Yes,
very
yes,
tough.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. Wonderful.
You have to accept the absence.
Yeah, acceptance has to come. One day it
Yes,
has to come everywhere. You have to accept it. This thing is
yes.
life never
When you are
stops
not
for
like that,
anyone.
it's
Life
gone.
never, this is my personal experience. The life never stops.
Yes, I know.
You have to face that person. Emptiness is always there, whether you have the whole
Yes,
world with you, but that person is
Yes.
not there. You will
Yeah.
yes,
sometimes get drained out and you will feel that, yes, there's nothing, worthy without
Yes.
them, or but you have to survive. Life never stops. The show has to
Hmm.
go
yes.
on.
Life goes on. But such type of death news always shock you a lot.
Life never stops. You have to make it either by happily or whatever, but you have to sustain with those things. You have to go with that.
Yes.
Anyhow, nice,
At
wonderful
the
poem.
same time, we have to remain also positive.
Yeah, that
Yes.
positivity and doing the task. I'm surviving because I'm going through the pains, but watching
Yes,
my
I know.
children, my friend circle,
Yes.
I'm surviving it. I'm also seeing this
You are
pain that
such a brave
going through.
woman, ma'am.
But you have to know no one can see my pain. But yes, I'm trying to
Yes, ma'am.
overcome. And anyhow, I have to live my life for my children and the world. I have to set the example for others. That's
Yes.
only my task now, so that other
Mm.
people can also survive.
Yes. You
Survival
have
is
to celebrate
important.
your everyday.
Yes, we have to.
Because we are alive now. We have to celebrate our every
Mm.
day.
Because the one who is going now, they even don't know they are going, leaving the world, and for their we can only think about them. Those good memories they can make us live, and
Yes.
uh, we live with those moments only. If we'll talk positively, then only. Otherwise, we can't. We can't survive for a few seconds also. Mm.
Yes,
Anything.
And very often, the person who is no more, the memories give us the strength.
Yeah,
Whenever,
yes,
even in future, although
they become.
physically they are not there, but their
Mm,
memories are there, their thoughts. They
mm.
somewhere we recollect those thoughts, the moments we spent with them, and what they used to say, what was their philosophy about of life, and somewhere they give us those lessons as well as we move on in life.
okay, thank you so much, everyone. We are on the last page of this show. I think this show will be over within 1 or 2 minutes. Anyone
Yes.
want to express their gratitude for the founder of the Poesy Tales? They can, or we'll wind up the show within 1 or 2 minutes.
And dear ladies, it was a pleasure to listen to each and every piece of yours, and you covered different topics, very sensitive topics as well. And all the poems were great, and the recitals as well. And thank you for your patience as well. We were it was a There was a bit of a delay in joining due to some technicalities, but you all persisted. Thank you for that. And Sudipta ji, excellent hosting by you. Wonderful host you have been.
Thank you.
I would also like to thank the entire admin team of Poesy Tales and the founder of Poesy Tales, Anupama ji, for giving us this particular platform to showcase our talents of writing somewhere. Thank you. And have a good
Saraswati
night,
ji,
everyone.
would you like to say something?
Thank you so much once again, Anupama ma'am and Sudipta ji, Rupali, and all the other, all of us are very thankful and grateful being here. So keep writing and shining, everyone. Just keep glowing, writing, and keep on providing. And this is a great initiative. You are doing it a great job for the literary world. My best wishes are with you always. Keep writing and shining. Love you. Take care. Good night.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Good night, ma'am. Somadutta ji, would you like to say something?
Yes, yes. First of all, I would like to congratulate Sudipta ji for that wonderful emotional poem for pragmatism, that is death, which is inevitable, but the feeling which every uh, you know every bereaved family they experience over the departed souls is the feeling which Sudipta ji must have experienced, which she has related before recital, and that I could acknowledge it because I have also lost my parents, and it was very tough to combat those situations. There were depressions, and we need our family beside us to support during that period. And I hope if you have lost anyone who is close and near to you, there should be a comfort zone from your family. That is the most important aspect of this phase that we all lose the near and dear one. And over Rupali ji, you are always mesmerizing us with your beautiful poetry. I have for the first time heard a ghazal in English, because just before to this I have never heard an English ghazal before. So that was a remarkable experience for me over this platform, and I hope I will be able to hear more such ghazals in future from you. And I
Yeah.
would say that without Poesy Tales, poetry wouldn't have been possible here.
Thank
Poetry
you, thank you.
reigns when there is a wonderful platform. So without
Yes,
Poesy
of course.
Tales, poets cannot adorn themselves with poetry. So my congratulations to Poesy Tales, to Anupama ji for always embellishing the poets with these opportunities, always adorning the platform with her high spirits, with her deep encouragement and enthusiasm. to be with us, to, breathe with us through poetry. And that gives us an enlivening spirit in each opportunity that we are invited here and we join and participate for, you know, for the reigning of poetry and literature in Poesy Tales here. And also, the spirit of the admin team is equally important, because without them, because every platform they need a team spirit, and without that team you cannot just work, you cannot just be successful. So all the success for Poesy Tales relates to the admin team also. So thanks to Anupama ji, thanks to the entire venerable admin team for their consistent efforts, and a wonderful host that we have among us is Sudipta ji, who has really
Thank you.
embellished the evening with her remarkable performance today. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
everyone. Good night, and hope to meet once again over an opportunity in future. Thank you. Bye
Good night,
bye.
everyone. Bye.
Good
Take care.
night.
Thank
Good
you for
night,
the
everyone.
opportunity, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you. So I'm signing out. Bye, everyone.